Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I'm Hasham. Now I'm going to start the problems on measures of dispersion. Last video I have completely explained the meaning of the term measure of dispersion, what are the objectives, why we calculate measure of dispersion, and what are the different techniques of calculating measure of dispersion, like range, quartile deviation, mean deviation, standard deviation, coefficient of variance. All these things I have explained in the last video. The problems are based on that explanation. So if you have not watched that first video, I suggest you to go to the playlist of my channel. Select the subject statistics for management. Select the video measures of dispersion. Watch the video. Be acquainted, be clear in your mind regarding the dispersion topic. Then you come to the problem. Inshallah, you can be able to understand, you can be able to get the good command on this topic. Before starting this video, I expect my viewers to have a printout of the problems which I have given in the link under my description. Without having this sheet, you cannot be able to understand the solutions. Take a screenshot of the solutions of the first 4 problems, then I'll explain. Come on. First problem. The following are the marks of 6 students in a class. Find the range of variation and also compute the coefficient of range. The 6 students' marks are given. It is individual series. No grouping, no frequency. Only the marks scored by 6 students are given: 20, 50, 90, 35, 80, 75. That's it. So we have to calculate the range and coefficient of range. It's very simple. The range is the difference between the largest value and the smallest value. That's it. So here all the values, 6 students' marks are given. Largest, what is the highest mark here? 90. So L is equal to 90. What is the smallest mark here? 20. The smallest S is equal to 20. The largest value 90, smallest value 20. The range is equal to L minus S. 90 minus 20, 70. Coefficient of range, L minus S by L plus S. 90 minus 20, 90 plus 20. So 70 by 110, 0.636 is the coefficient of range. That's it. Now, second problem. Compute the quartile deviation, QD, from the following data and also compute the coefficient of quartile deviation. Both we have to calculate, QD and coefficient. Marks are given 15, 20, 35, 45, 70 and number of students. When number of students are given, it is a discrete series because class intervals are not given. If class interval is given, then it would be a continuous series. But no class interval, it's a discrete series. So marks and number of students. We have to calculate the quartile deviation coefficient. But in the last videos, I have explained you that for calculating median and quartiles, the first thing is we have to arrange the data in ascending order, increasing order. Here the data is not in increasing order. First marks are given 15, then it is given 20, then it is given 35, then 40, then 5, then 70. It's all mixed up. So we arrange the data in ascending order. What is the lowest mark here? 5. So first we take 5. Second, next higher than 5 we have 15. After 15, 20. After 25, 30, 35, 35, 40, 40, then next one is 70. So I have arranged. Calculation of quartile deviation and its coefficient. Lowest mark is 5. So next higher is 15, next 20, then 35, then 40, then 70. That's it. Now respective frequency. For 5 marks, how much is the number of students? 7. So see the problem it is given. For 5 marks, number of students are 7. For 15 marks, 4 students. 20 marks, 7 students. 35, 15. 48, 70 marks, 2 students. So we have arranged the data in ascending order. We have taken the frequency. For calculating the median and quartiles, we need CF, cumulative frequency. CF column. 7 plus 4, 11 plus 7, 18 plus 15, 33 plus 8, 41 plus 2, 33. That's it. Now we have to find out Q1 and Q3. Q1 stands for lower quartile. So Q1 class is equal to size of n plus 1. Don't write Q1 class because there is no class, only Q1 is equal to size of n plus 1 by 4. N is how much? 43. So 43 plus 1 divided by 4. 44 by 4 is 11. Now locate 11 or next higher in CF column. Corresponding value of x is the Q1. So 11, already we have the 11. In CF we have 11. So what is the corresponding value of x here? 15. So 15 is the Q1. Now Q3 is equal to Q3 is equal to size of 3 into n plus 1 by 4. Already all these formulas we have done in the previous measure of central tendency. If you have watched the videos of measure of central tendency, then this chapter will become easier. Otherwise it will be difficult. So go through all the videos of measures of central tendency, how to calculate the mean, median, mode. That is the basic thing. Now 3 into n plus 1 by 4, 3 into 43 plus 1 by 4, that is 33. So locate 33 or next higher in CF column, corresponding value of x is the Q3. So here we have 33. So against 33, what is the x value here? 35. So Q3 is 35. So we got Q1 15, Q3 35. Now quartile deviation. The formula for QD is Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. 35 minus 15 divided by 2. 35 minus 15 is 20. 20 divided by 2, 10. So quartile deviation we got 10. Now coefficient of quartile deviation. Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1. So here 35 minus 15. This is 35, this is 15. 35 minus 15 divided by 35 plus 15. 35 minus 15, it is 20. 35 plus 15 is 50. So 20 divided by 50 is 0.4. That is the coefficient of quartile deviation. So in this problem, I have explained you how to calculate QD and how to calculate coefficient of quartile deviation. Before that, you must know how to calculate Q1 and Q3. That's it. Next. Third one. Calculate quartile deviation and its coefficient from the following data. Again, just like the previous problem, we have to calculate QD and coefficient. But the data given is wages 20 to 25, 25 to 30, 30 to 35, 35 to 40, 40 to 45. Number of workers 2, 10, 25, 16, 7. It is a continuous series because class interval is given. Class interval is given. So already it is in ascending order 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Already ascending order. Come on. We have to calculate QD and coefficient of QD. Calculation of QD and coefficient. The first wages 20, 25, 25, 30, 30, 35, 35, 40, 40, 45. Given in the problem. Number of workers are given 2, 10, 25, 16, 7. For calculating quartiles, median, we need CF column. Cumulative frequency. 2 plus 10, 12. 12 plus 25, 37. 37 plus 16, 53. 53 plus 7, 60. Both should be same. Now Q1 class, because there is class interval, I am writing Q1 class is equal to size of n by 4. Remember, for individual series and discrete series, it is n plus 1. For continuous series, it is n by 4. So 60 divided by 4 is 15. Locate 15 or next higher in CF column. Corresponding value of corresponding class is the Q1 class. So we got 15. 15 or next higher is 37. We don't have 15, but next higher to 15 is 37. What is the class interval here? 30 to 35. So Q1 class is 30 to 35. Now formula for Q1, L plus N by 4 minus CF by F into I. All these formulas we have completed in the last video, measure of central tendency. How to calculate the median and quartiles. So L plus N by 4 minus. L stands for lower limit. What is the lower limit here? 30. 30 is the lower limit. N by 4. N by 4 you have calculated here 15. So N by 4 15. CF. Cumulative frequency of the class preceding the Q1 class. Preceding the Q1 class. Q1 class is 30 to 35. Before 30 to 35 is 25 to 30. This is the CF. 12 is the CF. And frequency of the Q1 class is 25. So 12 divided by 25. Here 12 divided by 25 into I. I is the width of the Q1 class. What is the difference here? 5. So 15 minus 12 divided by 25 into 5. If you do, you will get 0.6. So 30 plus 0.6, 30.6. So you got one value, lower quartile, Q1, 30.6. Now we need Q3 class. Q3 class is equal to size of 3n by 4. Here only n by 4. Here 3n by 4. Only simply you have to multiply with 3. So 3 into 60 by 4, it comes to 45. Or in other words, 15 here. Multiply 15 into 3, you will get 45. Locate 45 or next higher in CF column. Corresponding class is the Q3 class. So what is the higher than 45? It is 53. So what is the class for 53? 35 to 40. So our Q3 class is 35 to 40. Where is that? Here. Q3 class is equal to 35 to 40. Now Q3 formula. L plus 3n by 4 minus CF by F into I. Same formula. The only thing is, here we have taken n by 4, here we have to take 3n by 4. That is the only difference. Lower limit 35. Here we have 35. 3n by 4 already we have calculated 45. CF, cumulative frequency of the class preceding the Q3 class. So Q3 class is 35 to 40. Preceding this is 30 to 35. What is the value here? 37. 37 by 16. F stands for frequency of Q3 class. 16. 37 by 16. So here 37 divided by 16 into 5. Width. So 45 minus 37 by 16 into 5, you get 2.5. So 35 plus 2.5, 37.5. So we got Q3 value. Third quartile, 37.5. Now simply we substitute quartile deviation, QD. The formula is Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. Q3 is 37.5 and Q1 is 30.6. So 37.5 minus 30.6 divided by 2, 3.45 is the QD, quartile deviation. Coefficient of QD. Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1. So already we have Q3 value we have and Q1 value we have. Substitute. Then solve it, you will get 0.10. So coefficient of quartile deviation is 0.10. That's it. This is the end of problem number 3. Now, fourth problem. Calculate the standard deviation from the following marks obtained by 10 students. So standard deviation. First time we are doing. So far we have done one problem on range. Then 2 problems we have done on QD. Now the next problem is on standard deviation. Calculate the standard deviation from the following marks obtained by 10 students. So individual marks are given 50, 55. There is no grouping. So it is individual observations. So we have to calculate standard deviation from individual observations. First of all, calculation of standard deviation. Marks. The marks are given. Though don't copy this D and D square. First you find the mean value. Whether you are getting the mean in whole number or fraction. Afterward you calculate the deviations. The deviations depend on mean. So at the beginning only draw one column marks. Remaining space you keep it blank. Right? So after taking down all the marks, take the total summation x, 563 we are getting. So mean formula, mean is equal to x bar is equal to summation x by n. 563 by 10, 56.3. The actual mean is in fraction here. So if you take the deviations from actual mean, it will be time consuming because all the values you will get in fraction, point. So the alternative method is, why to take the deviations from actual mean? We will take the deviations from assumed mean, right? If it is in whole number, we would have taken the deviation from actual mean. It is in fraction. That's why I want to take the deviations from assumed mean. So let the assumed mean be 55. Any value you can take. Why I have taken? The students will get the point, will get the doubt. Why we have taken 55? Why don't we have taken 49? Why we have not taken 59? Anything you can take. Any value you can take. But if the value, assumed value is very near to the actual mean, then your calculations will get reduced. Your time will get reduced. That's why I have selected 55. Actual mean 56.3. Whereas assumed mean I have taken 55. You can take any other value also. Right? So I have taken 55. Now I am taking D. Now you have to make the columns D and D square. Beginning itself, you should not draw the column. Beginning, only X column you draw, find the mean, see whether it is in fraction or whole number. If it is in fraction, take the assumed. D is equal to X minus A. X values are here. A is the assumed mean. What is the assumed mean I have taken? 55. So X minus 55. So 50 minus 55 is minus 5. 55 minus 55, 0. 57 minus 55, 2. 49 minus 55, minus 6. 54 minus 55, minus 1. 61 minus 55, 6. 64 minus 55, 9. 59 minus 55, 4. 58 minus 55, 3. 56 minus 55, 1. Take the total of this, you will get 30. How to take the total? Minus 5. Just press minus 5 on your calculator. Minus 5 plus 2 minus 6 minus 1 plus 6 plus 9 plus 4 plus 3 plus 1. You will get 30. Now D square. Square these values. 5 5s are 25. 0. 2 2s are 4. 6 6s are 36. 1 1s are 1. 6 6s are 36. 9 9s are 81. 4 4 16. 3 3s are 9. 1 1s are 1. Square. Then take the total 209. 209 is the total. Summation D square. We got summation D 13. Summation D square 209. Now we substitute in the formula for standard deviation. In the last theory video, I have given the formulas. The standard deviation formula, summation D square by N minus summation D by N whole square under root. I told you in statistics, so many formulas will come. No alternative, you have to remember the formula. You have to keep it in mind. So watching the video once, twice, thrice and keeping a notes, you can be able to get the complete comment. Only simply watching the video without writing any notes, without doing some work, the watching the video is completely waste. So summation D square, how much is summation D square? 209. So 209 divided by 10 because 10 values are there. Minus summation D is 13. 13 by 10, N is 10, whole square. So 209 by 10 you will get 20.9 minus 13 divided by 10 square. So on the calculator what you should do is 13. This is 13 divided by 10 is equal to, you got a value. Now you have to square it. So into is equal to, you will get 1.69. Into is equal to, if you press, you will get 1.69. 1.69. So 20.9 minus 1.69, you will get 19.21 under root. So standard deviation is 19.21 under root, you will get 4.38. Standard deviation is 4.38. That's it. So in this video, 4 problems I have explained. In the first problem, range. Second and third problem, I have explained you how to calculate quartile deviation, QD, and its coefficient in discrete series and in continuous series. Last fourth problem, I have explained you about how to calculate the standard deviation of individual values. That's it. So inshallah, we'll continue the next problem in the next video. If you are satisfied with my lecture, give a like to the video. Share my channel in your group, in your friend circle, so that more students can watch the video and enhance the knowledge. Give your comments. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Inshallah, we'll continue the next problem in the next video.